I think Mr. Sapkota has a few schools and a college, I believe now too, where we're finding that the children, we've been doing a lot of studies, they're the ones that are like clay. They can be shaped. And they, if we give a banner in the school, of all the schools of Nepal, that talks about Albert Einstein, Bandachan, Shakahara Kananoy Swastakar Jivan, Vital Noy Ekmatra Upayaho, or we can have other quotes by other scientists and by Gandhi and all the Buddha that they should be vegan and to save the planet. Mostly for the environmental reasons, and the schools will not complain. When we talk about veganism, sometimes they get a little bit upset. And vegetarian is okay, but not always. But everybody wants to save their children, their grandchildren. So if we could put in all your schools of Nepal, we could try to arrange a fund to put nice big banners. Even this size would be amazing. This is like 12 feet or so, maybe long and wide, and maybe 8 feet tall. If we could do that, it will stick in the children's eyes. You have to be vegan to save the planet. It's not a choice. There's a quote by Bill Gates. You remember that one I had, right? Aboko aone samai sama yari sam sarko saboy manish haru. I can't remember now all the words, but I know Bill Gates is questionable. Some people don't like him now. So, but he did say, he gave a warning that people should go vegan if you want to save their children. So we should quote that. He said, it's not a choice unless the human population of the world becomes vegan in the next few years, life as we know it will end. That means your children, your Bobalika Haru, will die before they reach your present age. The meat and dairy causes more suffering and environmental damage than all the wars in the history of the world. And then he says, veganism is not our choice, it's our only option. And people didn't do it, so now they're trying to depopulate the world. That's the planet of the billionaires. That's a horrible thing to say, because that means killing humans. Because the humans are destroying the planet. So we don't want to quote that so much, but if we can talk with you and this university professors, if it's okay with the principals of the schools, because Bhishma Pandey, the chairman of NPAPSN, Bhishma Pandey, he's given us permission to go to all the schools, and so is their Vidambar Mahato and Suresh Prasad, I think the secretary of NPAPSN. I think it's the largest consortium of private schools, is it? Of Nepal? Yes. Largest consortium of private schools in Nepal. Is it PAPSN or NPAPSN?
No, my school, you're talking about my school?
Oh, what is the consortium of private schools? It's
that
called
PAPSN.
PAPSN?
PAPSN is the main one.
Is it NPAPSN?
The second one.
It's not. It's smaller than NPAPSN.
Yeah, NPAPSN.
It's the second one.
And PAPSN is the main
Right.
schools, organization in Nepal.
Okay.
And NPAPSN is similarly another one. But NPAPSN is, to some extent, it works with the government school. PAPSN is all, private schools.
But since the children can change, we're wasting our time trying to change adults. Because we've been trying, we've been beating our heads, we've been hitting, stomping our feet, and trying to wake people up, and they cannot. Because their habit is the hardest thing to break. It's not that they're bad people, it's just that it's just conditioned, it's human nature not to change. So if we focus on the children, Babalika Haru, they can, with a nice big banner in each school across the world, why to save the planet is going vegan and giving the animals freedom in the forest is the only way to stop the fires. Hi, and here's our famous doctor from Thailand. Sawadee
Okay, Sawadee. It's a program you do?
Yeah, not very big program, just talking.
A spontaneous program.
It is being recorded, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So Julian was talking about the school. I run some of the school in Pokhara and in many schools in Kathmandu also we visited. And Julian, he went to my school in Pokhara, which remains in Lamasur area. And we went there, we talked to the students, many of the students, they heard Julian. Maybe Julian was obviously he was telling about veganism and vegetarianism. And the school children, they heard him. It was perfectly nice program, I should say, in my school that time. And later on, it was not been continued. So that they might have forgotten whatever Julian might have said that time. So once again, if Julian is available here, then I can take him to my school and have a good, tough program with my students of class 10-9. Because they can speak in English too, and they can follow the English language too. So that 9, 10 classes are there. We can have good talkings with 9, 10 class of my school. And otherwise, school also are in Pokhara. We can visit any of school in Pokhara. And likewise, AG told that veganism is the ultimate way out to make the world living worthy to live. Like global warming is causing human hygiene, human life, because it was been noticed in China that 60 degrees Celsius warm was been noticed in China in recent past. So it's a great thing in China. It was ultimate, temperature was been recorded in China, 60 degrees Celsius. So it was very dangerous, significantly dangerous for the remaining.
When was this?
I think it was 3 or 4 months back. The data was come out. So we knew this. So this is a dangerous perspective that if global warming goes like this, then humanly any type of humanly living area, it is in a very dangerous way. So that for global warming, for global warming's perspective, it is very important to save the forest, to save the animals, and to save the nature. We are going against the nature. We are deforesting the jungles, and we are killing the animals without their, this thing. So that all the animals, they are being, they are out of, jungles. Means the jungle are very much animal-less, which is most dangerous for the jungle, for the human being who are remain on the earth. So let's be joining our hands together, go for saving the animals, saving the jungle, saving the nature, and saving the human hygiene. So that is important, and in which agenda Mr. Julian works in the country. He works in US too. While he comes in our country, he works on that agenda, on that platform. And we all together, we work together. Tomorrow, in days to come also, I think we will be right there to working for the humanism, for the vegetarianism, veganism, and nature's, on behalf of nature saving. And that's it, Julian.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sapkota. Let's give him a little hand here. It's very nice. We'll go to his school soon, and he's right. It's not because I'm just different. I appreciate the country and your beautiful mountains, but I never took a trekking trip. I never went on a vacation for over 10 years. It just is a beautiful nature, beautiful country, beautiful people, and I get to respect that without having to. I don't stay in the fancy hotels. No offense to this nice hotel, but I'll stay somewhere else.
Wonderful, Julian. Wonderful. I think for a long, how many months you will be remained in Nepal? How more months you will be here in Nepal?
Right now we're discussing a plan to meet some very high government officials. I don't want to tell the secrets exactly right now, but it's been since cars have been invented, and there's been street cow accidents in Nepal and India, and they've been eating plastic, and they haven't resolved this solution, and so they've been kind of praying really hard, too long. They keep saying they're going to fix it, but I say in America we don't have any cows. My whole life I've only seen one cow on the street, and so I hope that they trust that Westerners can help this situation. And when we meet with this solution, which is a nomadic cow sanctuary, which we're going to introduce, which you can see the cows are safe if they're moving from one field to another, and this is what needs to happen so it's transparent and the cows are protected, and people can volunteer and go and feed them some rotis, but they will be eating the crop after the harvest so the people do not burn it. That's the solution, and hopefully we'll get that done soon. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Now I want to have your schedule in Nepal. How long you are staying in Pokhara? Because for 3 or 4 more days I'm very busy here in Pokhara itself. Okay. Then I will have to get time in Kathmandu for 2 or 3 days. Okay. Then while I come back from Kathmandu, then I can manage time and we can go in a few schools in Pokhara.
Okay, well our plan is to go back very quickly to Kathmandu by Friday, and then maybe we'll have a vegan discussion and a cow repurposing discussion. Also, I'll show you the paper, the invitation. It's in Nagarko, and then after some days we'll come back to Pokhara on our way to Chitwan, or not Chitwan, excuse me, to Dangari. There's many street cows on the down there too, and we may meet with the senior chief ministers and things like that as well. So we can get the cows itinerary in October and in November. If it works out good here, we already have a plan in Haryana, India. We have, which is close to the border of Dangari, a place where we have 2,500 cows waiting to take on this nomad cow sanctuary, which is transparent. Like Krishna and Balaram, they had 90 million cows, and they would move just walking because they were created by Bhagavan so that they could walk and feed themselves. They can look with their eyes and their mouths, and they can eat what they need. And so we just have to provide the locations, and the best locations is to fertilize the fields after the harvest, as well as hopefully open up the forests so the animals can eat that biohazardous growth, which will stop the fires if we do that. We need to do that because the fires are heating the atmosphere almost 1 million times per second faster than carbon dioxide, and hardly anybody's talking about it. The fires are the most damaging thing on the planet, and during the time that the fire is raging, as well as the smoke, the dark soot in the air, they're being infiltrated through the sun's rays, touching those black ashes and radiating the heat for hundreds of thousands of layers during the fires and during the days and weeks after the fire, if it's still in the air. And so that's why we have to stop the fires and give these cows and animals their freedom.
Yeah, anyway, that's true, Julian. So let's work together. I think I just want to have your schedule in Pokhara, and particularly Pokhara and Kathmandu. I might visit Kathmandu frequently, but right now I'm in Pokhara for 3 more days in Pokhara. After that, for a week or so, I may go to Kathmandu. If the time comes in our way, then we can visit some of the schools in Kathmandu too. And when I come back from Kathmandu, then I'll be staying in Pokhara for a week or so. That time we can encase the time, we can capitalize the time, and we can visit maybe 2 or 3 more schools in Pokhara. So let's plan this, and first of all I want to know your stay in Pokhara particular and in Kathmandu too. If I could manage my time while you are in Kathmandu, and if I could things gone on my way in Pokhara too, we can visit now maybe 2 or 3 schools more here in Pokhara and in Kathmandu too. Yeah, Julian? Yeah, we'll take time and discuss on it, and we'll define the period, whatever. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sakota. Namaste. Jai Gopinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Sakahari, Nepal.
Sakahari.